Yo, this is Real Talk E. Welcome to the Locker Room. We talk nothing but basketball. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all heard the news, but before I even get into today's video, I just want to give a shout out and a moment of appreciation for everybody that was inducted into the Hall of Fame. Congratulations. I mean, they probably won't see this video, but congratulations, because these guys worked hard, bro, and we watched these guys, and we, grew up watching these guys, and they, paved the way and the path for a lot of these people that we love today. And without these guys, a lot of things would not be possible right now. So congratulations, shout out to them. And I'll go more in depth about it tomorrow. But as if right now, let's get negative. We're here to talk about Paul George, Devin Booker, and Klay Thompson. Now, if you guys haven't heard, if you guys don't know what happened, Klay Thompson went on Paul George's podcast, and I mean, they was talking, bro. They was chopping it up. They was having a good conversation, from my opinion. I mean, it was the first time I seen Klay Thompson really open up and talk publicly like this, where it's not a post-game interview or pre-game interview or NBA Finals, whatever interview type of thing. But it was great, bro, and I enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I watched it from beginning to end, and actually it was just one of the recent interviews that I was actually interested in watching and seeing what players had to say. Now, Devin Booker didn't feel the same way. I don't know where Devin Booker, or what exactly Devin Booker got offended by, but he posted this on his IG story. Now, y'all explain to me, bro. Am I missing something? Like, are we in a different world? Are we in a different dimension? Are we the aliens? Are we in a different simulation? Is this a game? Because I don't remember Devin Booker winning a championship. I really don't. If y'all remember Devin Booker winning a championship, let me know. But last time I checked, Booker went to the finals in 2021 and lost. Am I wrong? Am I mistaken? I'm so confused by this comment. And mind you, bro, Devin Booker, that's my heart. I love Book. For me, that's my favorite player in the league.
Relax.
And I watched him since 2015. So if anybody here loves Booker, it's gonna be me. Pause. Have you in the pause. But it's gonna be me. So for me to come out and say this, it just shows you how crazy this sounds, bro. And the bad thing about this whole thing is Booker is known for being sensitive, bro. And this just added another example for people to use. How am I supposed to debate with people now, bro? How am I supposed to debate with people about Booker when all they're gonna say is, "But he's sensitive. He crying about double teams. He crying about people talking about him on a podcast." I mean, Book, what was you expecting, bro? The man has not spoke on a podcast. I don't think he's ever done it before. I genuinely don't think he's ever done it. Plus, that was a very big moment last year. I believe that was the first time Klay Thompson got a technical. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he even got ejected that game.
Huh?
So, of course they're going to talk about this. Of course this was going to be brought up. I mean, this was brought up pretty much all year after it happened. What made you think it was going to be forgotten now? The first time Klay Thompson opened his mouth and started talking about basketball and life or whatever, of course this was going to be brought up. And I don't think Klay wanted to really talk about it, to be honest with you. And Klay, he didn't even say nothing crazy. I mean, am I bugging? I don't know. I might be bugging, bro. I might be tweaking, but he didn't even say nothing crazy. He was just like, "Yo, I love Book." Da, da, da. I was insecure. Booker was, he was cooking me that day. I wasn't where I was supposed to be. And I just got insecure, bro. And that's not who I am, bro. I don't flex my range. I don't do that. Like, even though I got them, that's not what I do. And with that being said, Booker's problem is not with Clay. It's with Paul George. So, from this alone, I don't see how Paul George is trying to be petty. I think he was genuinely asking about a moment, a very big moment that happened last year. That was huge. Now, for Booker to respond to this by saying, oh, go focus on winning a ring, don't speak of me, and calling him a bum, Paul George has been in the playoffs before you. Paul George took teams to the playoffs that did not belong in the playoffs. Paul George went head-to-head with LeBron and almost beat him. When LeBron was at his, I want to say his peak, but he was around his prime. Or he was in his prime. Paul George was right there, and he was younger. Paul George, throughout all these injuries, these crazy injuries, still plays at a very high level. Yes, he did had his down years, 2021, and maybe you could say 2022, but mostly 2021. 2020, yes, of course. He had his down years. He was in his head too much. He had some personal stuff going on. I don't know. But for you to sit here and talk about him like that is crazy. I mean, look in the mirror. Where's your ring? You got to the playoffs in 2022 and you had a hamstring injury. You averaged 2 to 3 hamstring injuries a year. How can you sit here and talk about Paul George like this, who's in a way better situation than you, in my opinion? Yes, you got the Avengers on your team, but you have no defense. You don't look like a winning team. You might believe it, and you should believe it. And as a fan of Book and the entire team, I want to win a ring. Prove me wrong. Please prove me wrong. For all the pain that I've been through when we lost year after year, game after game. For all the times I sat there and debated about who's better, Booker, Jamal Murray, Donovan Mitchell, da-da-da-da. Please prove me wrong. For all the times I had to sit there and convince people that Booker's actually a good player, a great player in the league. And I still do that to this day. Prove me wrong, please. Prove the world wrong. Because you are known, at least here in New York, I ain't gonna lie, at least here in New York, I don't know about the other states, but at least here in New York and on NBA Twitter, which is, it's Twitter, bro. They're not real people. They don't even exist for real. They might be the aliens, I'm not gonna lie to you. But you're known for being sensitive. You're known for crying over everything. And this is another prime example of it. And you're making it hard for fans like me to debate, bro. And maybe that is none of your business. Maybe you don't really care. Maybe you shouldn't care. But it's hard as a fan, bro. You're making it hard for us, bro. We're trying. We are trying, bro. And we almost had everything we needed. Book had 70 points. Book is going crazy in the playoffs. You know what they said? Jamal Murray won a championship. You know what they said? Donovan Mitchell put up 71 points. I mean, damn. They even said Donovan Mitchell put up 71 and won the game. Bro, I was done. I don't know what to say anymore, bro. And now all I have is that Booker went to the finals, which Jamal Murray did, and won a championship, by the way. And the fact that he took 2 games from them in the second round, and he was balling. He went 80% in 2 games. He missed 4 shots in 2 games. That's the only thing I have. Then the Suns made stupid moves where they got a whole bunch of offense and no defense. Paul George is on a team where the defense and offense is very well balanced, where the coach has proven himself as a championship coach. and a great player. And the only thing that's stopping them is injuries, bro. Which your team suffers as well. You guys average about 2 to 3 big injuries a year for each player. This was a very dumb move over here. This was a reaction off of emotion. No logic. And when they see each other, this could go 2 ways. It could go embarrassing because Paul George and his team, the Clippers, will defeat us. And Paul George might ball out. Booker might ball out and the Suns still lose. And now we're done for. And now it's still embarrassing. Like Booker did all this just for the Avengers to lose. Or Booker could actually go crazy and we win the game. Or Booker could get locked up and the Suns win the game. And only one of these scenarios, Booker would look good. Another one of these scenarios, people will forget. The other 2 scenarios, people would talk crazy. And like I said, these are professional athletes. I'm pretty sure they don't care. They don't think about this. They don't care. They just talk crazy about each other, mark the games, and then go out and play. But as a fan, this does hurt. As a fan, I'm expressing my emotions. My favorite player is sensitive. Well, I'm showing y'all my sensitive side too, bro. Sorry. But anyways, y'all, it's enough of me rambling and chatting. It's time for y'all to let me know. Chat them down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. This is Real Talk with the E. And it's time to leave the locker room. I'm going to catch y'all. Safety, my hearts.
Irving puts it up. It's good. Kyrie Irving from downtown. The officials have to review it. And the Lakers win the game. Banks it in. He banks in the 3 to win it. Good. That's why he's NBA All-Defensive Team. Adebayo, sky high with the block and rejection. This is for the win. Got it. Wow. At 7, working against Butler, got down.